My name is Ting, and I'm an entrepreneur who runs my own business. What we have just experienced with the game of Gachapon is actually what we face every day as entrepreneurs and in life. We often presented with chances, but sometimes we play safe. We choose the ang pao, right? Show in, right? But sometimes we take the risk, not really knowing what's ahead. And with that, even if you're thinking to start a business or pursuing a next step in life, luck often favors those who are willing to take risk, even one small risk at a time. So, as a NgeeAnnPoly alumni, I was once in your shoes. And I faced with a lot of expectations about what my future should be like. You know, some say I'm really lucky because I'm in a family business. Some say, wow, next time don't need to think of where to work lah, you know, because to them, right after poly, my path is pretty secure, right? So how many of you think that I'm lucky? I was lucky. Oh, a few hands. Yeah. But what if I tell you that success is not just a matter of luck, and it's really what it seems? So in reality, luck comes with responsibility and a series of choices that require hard work and intentional risk-taking. And for myself, I grew up with the business, and through the years, I found myself, upon graduation, to be faced with a choice. That is to step into a leadership role and actively shape the business. And of course, I thought it's like a natural progression, right? You promote, then finally you promote yourself. So to me, that was both an opportunity and a risk, because that also means that, well, the usual route is not pretty much for me. And then I took on the title as a business executive. Sounds kind of fancy, right? Like first job, business executive. But yeah, I didn't really know what I was doing actually. But it was the drive that made me want to grow and support the business with my own vision. And that's why I eventually spearheaded the digitalization of the company. And even up to today, this digital shift has been one of the main revenue channels for the company. And what I thought, it wasn't luck that brought me there. And luck definitely could not play a role if not backed by effort and vision. So I'd like to share a very funny incident. I remember I was fresh out of poly and I just got my license, like 18 years old, you know. So I was very proud. I was driving that van and going to set up for a live station event alone. So you know, imagine full of pride. I fetched all the popiah, laksa gravy at the van, and something happened. Driving all the way from Bedok to Boon Lay and you exit the highway. I remember it was Jalan Boon Lay. There was a merging lane. Me, being a new license, that's one. I was also shocked at a sudden pink bus that came right through, and I didn't really have time to react. It's like that moment, either I bang into the pink bus or I swerve left and hit the curb. So I did the left, like I hit the curb, because I didn't want to hit the pink bus. And at that moment, I thought to myself, I was really so unlucky. Why now? Why the laksa gravy spill all over at this point? And guess what I did? I called my superhero dad. Then he came to the rescue, right? So it's literally like a superhero moment because he drove his van with a fresh tub of laksa gravy and he salvaged my van and I took his to continue the route to fulfill that live event. And at the moment when I reached the event right smack on time and set everything up, wow, perfect, you know, I thought to myself, I am so lucky. I managed to get on time. And because I set up early, my father saved me and all kinds of thought to appreciate that luck. So isn't it funny that, you know, luck can just flip in this moment? So sometimes luck actually is responsibility in disguise. And for me, the path was not clearly laid out. It was the willingness to put in hard work and intentional risk-taking. So you definitely have the power to define your own path, even if it's different from what others envision of you. And whatever your starting point, be it here in the middle of nowhere, or you just freshly graduated, or graduated for quite some time, it really doesn't matter. Because as long as you have the dedication, courage, and make intentional choice, I'm sure we are able to carve out something different. So anyone in the audience here have thought of starting your own business? Well, I'm quite sure, yes? Right? Oh, nice hands. So the biggest step that I take do not look like big leaps at first. it was me not going to university right after Polytechnic, and that was that bigger step. So I actually took a different path, and that different path was definitely very different because my friends are all studying, enjoying campus life, very focused, studying with their respective uni. But I was there, taking this small little step. So first I started a humble tau hui store. Anyone here like eating tau hui, soya bean curd? Oh, wow. Yeah, so that time it was this trend, and I started this tau hui store as well as soon after a neighborhood cafe running for 6 years. And to me, many think that, wow, very glamorous, you start your own business, that kind of glamour. But definitely it was not any glamorous. In fact, it was quite a lonely journey because all my friends are schooling. And I cannot go out with them. I don't know what they mean by camps and all that because I'm knee-deep in the business and learning all the hard lessons of the F&B industry. So to me, the trade-off was clear. I actually chose business over academics, knowing that I do not have a degree to fall back on. And this, actually, I'm really grateful because I get to start early, fail early, learn early, and grow early. So I think the trade-off is pretty good, right? Right? Okay. So I think it's not really about encouraging everyone to not to do that, but I think as long as you follow your heart and it aligns with your purpose and values, you should take that leap of faith. So here comes the big leap. The small steps accumulated are actually lessons that prepare me to plunge into a bigger unknown. That is me creating this brand called Superstar. And me and my sister started that knowing that it is definitely one of the biggest risks we have ever taken. Because it's not just opening a store, right? Not just opening a cafe, but it's really like transforming how a traditional popiah hawker-style food is consumed to a modern, premium position brand in the shopping mall and in the CBD area. We innovate daringly from how it is paired and positioned to how it is marketed and consumed. The entire dining experience is definitely elevated. So to us, this is a huge risk. Like, it either set us apart or it backfire. And I remember giving out soup samples and popiah samples the first 6 months and a year in the journey because we are so new doing this pairing and no one knows about us. And one day as I was scooping the hot soup, I'm like, are we in hot soup? Why are we taking so long to get the awareness? But I'm glad we persist on. It took us a while, but we are very firm that we need to take this leap of faith, commit fully, and to the point of creating our own luck with hard work and also innovation. So, to this picture, does it look like a bit sad? Yeah. How many of you think that running a business requires a lot of sacrifices? Like your time with friends will be gone, your family will be gone because I'll be working 16, 18 hours a day. How many of you think that way? Right? You might have that fear. And as entrepreneurs, we often only hustle. And in fact, we commit so fully, we dedicate ourselves so much, we commit 101% and even more. Because we think, well, most people think that the only way to success is I must work hard, I must continuously hustle. But after years in the business, I faced rounds of burnouts and even mental health struggles that really make me reflect and think, like, I hit a wall. I'm running on empty for a really long time because of the constant pressure and the lack of rest. And in fact, at that time, physically, you are so compromised, you are not healthy. And to me, this pause, the power of pausing came on. Then I knew that I need a break. And constant hustling is not the way to success. Because when your physical health is compromised, your mental and emotional health, they are also compromised. So I remember a time that I actually sat at a window, literally doing nothing, looking out to the sky beautifully, just in that moment of stillness and nothingness. And I thought, wow, full of inspiration. And I wrote a poem. Let's have a read. I'm going to read the first and the last paragraph. In the cave, all seem bleak, yet with light, the path we seek. Look up high or look within, the heart awaits a voice within. And as the last paragraph says, as light within us softly gleams, a new beginning, a birth of dreams. Come and go, the moment start. A pause is just a start. You can take a picture, maybe one day you'll even reflect on it. So I put my name there in case. Right, but I guess sometimes it is this moment of stillness that really make us reflect, and this has been my guiding light in that moment of darkness. To step forward in that darkness, I look within myself, and to get myself aligned with what truly matters, what's working, in fact, to seek that clarity and renewed strength to move forward. So unlike all the usual stories that you hear from entrepreneurs also on building resilience, it's about relentless hard work. I wish to shed some light about how pausing is powerful and how, as entrepreneurs and even working adults, sometimes it's okay to take that pause, even if it's a long pause. Because only with that, we might open doors to what beyond what we can imagine. In fact, opportunities and luck can come knocking at your door. So this is what that gave me strength along the way, and I know that with today's sharing, I definitely need to share this. So don't be afraid to stop. In fact, sometimes luck and growth often only come to those who are willing to try and take chances. So today we have explored that luck isn't just about chance. It's about making the choices, having the courage to make decisions, and also the wisdom to pause to gain strength. And also what I've learned is that success is not just about hard work. It's about bold decisions, adapting to challenges, and also taking care of ourselves. Each step forward and every small risk we take, every small pause we take, and even facing the moments of vulnerability help us to be a stronger person and build resilience and courage. So true leadership really isn't just being invisible. It's learning how to embrace the journey, just like all the risks and rewards we play with the gachapon machine. That great success will only come when you risk with purpose and pause with strength. I'm waiting, and thank you for having me.